Good afternoon, guests. Welcome to the Net Zero Nuclear stand, where we are privileged to have the support of KEPCO as a sponsor for this important initiative that aims to showcase the importance of nuclear energy in achieving net zero. Gathered here today, we delve into the vital collaboration for the global nuclear supply chains development, a cornerstone for ensuring the sustainable operations of nuclear energy plants worldwide. Without further ado, let me introduce our distinguished speakers today. Mr. Ali Zaabi, the Chief Operating Officer at Emirates Nuclear Energy Corporation. I will turn it over to Mr. Ali Zaabi to share his insights.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. I'm very pleased to be with you here in the COP28. As you all know, the clean energy transition requires strong steps toward, overcoming the challenge with the climate change. In the UAE, we have managed to bring 4 nuclear power plants to support this initiative toward net zero. And that would not have been possible without, partnership with the supply chain. As you have heard in the news, there is a declaration of over 22 countries that they want to triple the nuclear capacity and contribution toward net zero. And to achieve this, we definitely need a strong supply chain that will be able to cater for this expansion, and it will be able to support the current unit that we have in UAE, as well as the units in Korea. As highlighted by Mr. So, there are so many companies who are interested to participate in the nuclear industry. It does require certain quality requirement because this is nuclear and it's unique, but it's not impossible. And we are here to support all these companies who are interested to partner with us in this upcoming journey. Over 100 nuclear companies have actually supported the declaration to support this initiative for the triple of the nuclear energy to support the net zero. And that's a journey that we would like to participate in.
And Mr. Ali Zaabi, here in UAE, we have 3 units in commercial operation, with the 4th unit coming online soon. So the question I have is, what is the strategy for ENEC to ensure the sustainability of its nuclear plants and future aspirations?
That's a very important question. Actually, and it was since the inception that we always focus about how we're going to sustain this nuclear program, understanding that the UAE is new when it comes to nuclear energy. So with the cooperation of our team in Korea, we managed to get different suppliers through the supply registration process, which focus on the safety, quality of these suppliers to deliver toward the nuclear grade requirement. And many of these suppliers actually today on board have managed to come through and not only supply for our nuclear plant, but they also managed to actually to go back to Korea and supply to some of the nuclear plants. And this is a perspective that we always maintain. And not only that, we also have established, supplier forum where we connect local supplier with international suppliers to build that new cooperation that will support the sustainability of our plants. And they will get also the chance to go and bid in the Korean market.
So you mentioned that we try to connect the local suppliers to the international community as well. So we are able to export basically our products to outside as well. So the question I have here, what does this mean for UAE companies who will be able to qualify to supply to Korea?
So basically for any supplier to go through this journey, because the quality requirement, it does require certain investment from the supplier part, they need economy of scale. So basically, if they are able to provide their product and services to Baraka plant, they will be able to go and participate in the Korean plants under the new bid, as well as to provide certain services for these companies. And we have managed actually to have a couple of success stories today from the UAE. So you have companies who have managed to provide to Baraka, but at the same time participate and win bids in Korea.
So we came to the end of our session today. I will open it up for any questions from the audience.
Thank you, everybody. Baraka has been such an inspiration. And I want to pick up on the point about the local supply chain and how they can continue to thrive. What kind of cooperation might be ongoing? And now that you built up the supply chain, Unit 5 and 6 construction be starting soon enough to continue to sustain this healthy supply chain? And if there are any other projects that could make use of this local supply chain?
As I've highlighted, the current supplier, they are managing to get also projects, within Korea because of their capability as they bring their quality systems toward the nuclear grid. We can talk about, DUCAP. It's a cable manufacturing here in the UAE. They managed to actually supply to Korea. as well as we had Emirates Steel. These are some of the companies that are providing there in terms of services. And we are, as I said, the nuclear plants are a 60 years life plant, that you need to produce. And during this life cycle, suppliers will come, different services will develop because they understand that the volume of this, let's say, business, it's not 1 year, 2 year business. It's a long life type of business. And it's, built on the capability and the units that are available here in the UAE as well as the one in Korea.
I was just wondering if the UAE is also planning to look into SMR, small modular reactor. I know that for the time being, you're busy with Barak 1, 2, 3, 4, but is that something that's envisageable? And also for the supply chain, is it going to be a different pipeline?
Currently, we're focusing in the 4 plants, and we have the last unit coming up into operation soon. But the SMR is in our radar. Yes, we have a group of our team that are actually looking for the future trend of the SMRs and potential, other nuclear, let's say, energy technologies. And as we see the development, we are keeping tab in terms of how they are developing, and we're only going to be able to deploy them when they become more feasible to us from a business perspective, and these are being evaluated.
Thank you. The project has been very successful and the time frame very impressive. I'm interested in how it was possible to establish a regulator at the same time as establishing a corporation, at the same time as beginning to build. That must have been challenging. And was Korea also involved in helping to train, teach, establish the regulatory body in UAE?
It is indeed a unique project, I will say. I mean, I've been in so many projects, but the level of cooperation that we've seen in this project from all the stakeholders, from all the supply chain, from all the parties was amazing. So for the regulator, I mean, basically, there was certain cooperation between our regulator and the regulator in Korea. So they had access to their reviews. At the same time, they had also support from International Technical Support Group, who supported them through the transition. And they have also actually established a certain relationship with many other regulators like the NRC in USA and other regulators. So being able to tap to all these resources and the Team UAE and Team Korea and providing all the information that the regulator needed managed us to go through the different stages, getting all the different required license and being successful in this. But it did take a lot of support from all the parties involved, including the supply chain.
It's really a great opportunity to see such a leaders sitting in front of us discussing about the cooperation and how we could make our journey in nuclear successful. So I want to leave from here that I got a good advice to understand what you can advise us as a young generation in regards to how became a really committed nuclear engineers.
My simple advice, especially being in the nuclear business and the nuclear project, my background comes actually from oil and gas, but the nuclear does bring you complete shift, because safety is your priority. So any decision that you want to take, you have to make sure that you did thorough review. You have to be committed to the work that you're doing and always keep safety as your first priority in all the decision, all the review, and all the action. That's, what does it take to become a nuclear. It is a disciplined work environment. You have to voice whenever you see something is not right, something is not correct. And that's where it comes about, having the questioning attitude. You have to demonstrate that. You have to be capable and you have to commit. It will take a lot of time from you. It will take discipline and continuous effort. With that commitment, you become a great nuclear engineer.
At the end of this session, I would like to extend my thanks to Mr. Zaabi for sharing your valuable insights. Today, it has truly been an honor, and we eagerly anticipate future sessions. Thanks for all the participants here. Thank you for your presence and engagement. Thank you.